Hey, my name's Justin Porter, and I want to give you a little guide on things to consider when you're interviewing a financial advisor. So there's a lot of financial advisors out there, and unfortunately, it's on a spectrum. So there's really good ones, and there's really bad ones, and they all kind of do different things as well. So it can be really confusing for the consumer. A couple things to look for when you're hiring somebody is, what's their level of experience? Because experience does matter. You need to know, do they are you their first client, or have they gone through this before with other people? Do they know what they're talking about? And that kind of leads into the next one, which is competence. What is it that makes this advisor actually good at what he or she does? Unfortunately, there's kind of an alphabet soup of designations out there. So you may have somebody that has a lot of letters after their name, sounds really impressive, but a lot of these designations you can just, send in $100 every year, and it really doesn't mean much. So if I were hiring a financial advisor, I would look for either a CFP if I was really concerned about planning. That's kind of the gold standard for planning focused advisors. Or I would look for a CFA. They've passed a very rigorous exam. It's in 3 parts, and they're heavy on the investment side. So those are the 2 designations I would look for. Again, designations don't necessarily measure confidence, but or competence, but it's a good indicator. I'd ask them about what kind of clients they work with. Are you kind of their typical client, or is this a niche they aren't very familiar with? Another thing to ask financial advisors is, what standard of care are they held to when working with clients? And there's 2. There's the fiduciary duty, which is what I'm on, and that says, look, I have to do what's best for my clients regardless of how it impacts me. It's very similar to the duty owed from an attorney or CPA. The other side is a suitability standard, which means, hey, look, if I've identified 10 things that could fit your needs, I can pick any one of those 10 as long as it's suitable for your financial situation. And obviously the conflict of interest there is, is a financial advisor going to pick the one best for the client, or the one that pays him or her the most?